So, hello everybody. Today we are going to play Castle Ravenloft, a Dungeons and Dragons board game based on the 4th edition, which came out, I believe, in 2000 and I don't know, even 5 maybe, just around the time when 4th edition was released. There are several games in this series. We have Castle Ravenloft being the first one, Wrath of Ashardalon, followed by Legend of Drizzt, and then the Temple of Elemental Evil. And I hear that there is a new one coming out now, this year sometime, where we will be playing using the 5th edition rules. Now, I have played Wrath of Ashardalon before, but I always wanted to play Ravenloft simply because I actually love the horror element, and I didn't really, I mean, you have your generic fantasy game, and I guess that's nice, but having the horror element is something that I very much like. So today we're going to start with the adventure one, which is Escape from the Tomb. So basically what the heroes have to do is they have to escape from Strahd's crypt, and here is Strahd. I painted all of the minis, so this is him. This is the person who owns the castle. This is a picture of him as well, and of course everyone who's ever played Ravenloft D&D will know him. So first of all, however, we need to choose a hero. We've got Thorgrim, Alisa, Immaril, Arjan and Cat. So what we're going to do is we are going to roll a die, and we roll a 2. So this means it's going to be Thorgrim. So 1 to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So it will be Thorgrim, our cleric. He's a dwarf cleric. So this is a solo adventure, so only one hero will be playing. And what we have to do is we have to escape from Strahd's crypt, which is over here. So let's first of all find Thorgrim's mini. That'll be him with his holy symbol. So we're going to place him here. And now let's look at the actual adventure. So find the secret stairway tile that leads out of the dungeon before Strahd defeats you. So it's for one hero only. It's a solo experience. This is the dungeon tile deck. I've already done the relevant, taken the relevant steps. So you take 10 random normal dungeon tiles and you put in the secret stairway tile and you place it at the bottom. So basically these 11 tiles go on the bottom, and then you put out the other normal dungeon tiles, and then you draw them as you explore, and then hopefully you will find the exit. So place Strahd's crypt tile on the table. We've got it here. Take the secret stairway, we've done that. Place the sun token on the first morning circle of the time track below. I can't show you this because I also have to hold on to the book at the moment. Find the Strahd villain card, and that's actually not so difficult to find because it is actually quite big. Here we are. This is the villain Strahd. And place the Strahd figure on the bone pile on the Strahd's crypt tile. So we're going to place him here. And place the hero on any blue square on the tile. So we're going to place him as far away from Strahd as possible. So we're going to sit here. You win the game when a hero starts his or her turn on the secret stairway tile. Strahd activates at the start of each player's villain phase. So he's already there. So he will activate on each turn. This is going to be difficult. So whenever the hero explores and draws a new dungeon tile with a white arrow, move the sun token on one circle to the right on the time track. So the time track consists of five time increments from the beginning, so that's the morning to the evening. We lose if we have no healing surges left and we're at 0 health, and we are, let's see what Strahd actually does. His tactics. If Strahd is 5 hit points or fewer remaining and the mist form token is on this card, Strahd transforms into a cloud of mist and floats away. If Strahd is within 1 tile of a hero with the most hit points remaining, that he moves adjacent to that hero and attacks him or her with a blood-draining bite. If Strahd is within 1 tile of any other hero, okay, so he's gonna just basically follow us, so we will have to get away from him because he's going to follow us. And he's got 12 hit points and his AC is 19, so I have no idea how this is actually going to work because obviously, yeah, this is going to be really tough. I mean, I know that this is supposed to be very tough and that a lot of people have criticized Castle Ravenloft for being really difficult, but we'll see how far we get. Okay, so Thorgrim is a cleric. His AC is 16, his hit points are 8, speed is 5, surge value is 4 hit points. You know healing techniques. At the end of your hero phase, if you did not attack one other hero on your tile, regains 1 hit point. Now this is completely... you know, this doesn't help us at all because obviously we are playing on our own. Actually, going to turn this around because I want to go down. So you can use the following power cards. Let's take the cards and let's find the ones for Thorgrim, the dwarf cleric. Here we are. Healing word. Select 1 cleric utility power. We've got 3 to choose from. 1 daily power and 2 at will powers. So the at will powers are powers that can be used repeatedly. So let's see what we've got. We've got Lance of Faith, Healing Strike, attack 1 adjacent monster. If you hit, choose 1 hero within 1 tile of you. That hero regains 1 hit point. I guess this also goes for yourself, so that sounds like a good one. And it's also +8, and if you hit, end 1 condition on a hero on your tile. Yeah, we're going to take this one. And then we have a Healing Word, which we're taking anyway. This is a 1-time only. And then we have 1 Cleric Utility Power and 1 Daily Power. Daily powers are Hallowed Advance. Attack 1 adjacent monster. Hit or miss. Each other hero can move 1 tile. That doesn't help us because we're on our own. Choose a tile within 2 tiles of you. Attack each monster on that tile. Flame Strike. 3 damage +6 and miss 1 damage. We're going to take this one. Because we need to do as much damage as possible. Shield of Faith. Use when you or a hero on your tile is hit by an attack. The attack misses instead. You and each hero within 1 tile regains +2 to AC. Consecrated Ground. Use this power during your hero phase instead of attacking. Choose a tile within 1 tile of you. If there is a marker on that tile, discard it. Place the Consecrated Ground marker on the chosen tile. The next time you would place an encounter marker on that tile, discard that encounter card and do not draw a new encounter card. Then discard the Consecrated Ground marker. It would have been nicer if it says anyone who's undead and enters this tile takes damage. That would have been cool. Each hero within 1 tile of you gains a +2 bonus on attack rolls until the end of your next hero phase. Bless. Yeah, we're going to take this one. And we will see how we will fare. Let's see. This is the pile of monster cards. So the way this works is when you encounter a monster, you draw from this. Then you place the mini. And then this monster essentially stays with you. And every time you activate your monsters, these monsters and all of their kind will be activated even if their monster card is with another player. Now, for us, this doesn't really matter because we are on our own. Okay, treasure. Usually you start your game with 1 treasure, but however, I have found that sometimes the treasure cards that you get are use immediately, and or you know, like everyone gets back one I don't know, one hit point, and then that doesn't really help if it's at the beginning, which is why what I do is I take 3 cards, and if and anyone that is play immediately gets replaced, then I get to choose from the 3 cards. So we have play this fortune immediately, goes away, play this fortune immediately, goes away, and play this fortune immediately, goes away. Okay. Glyph of Warding. Use this item during your hero phase instead of attacking. Wand of Teleportation. Use this item during your hero phase instead of attacking. And Breath of Life. This one needs to be played immediately, so we put this one away. Draw another card. Play this blessing immediately. Play this item immediately. Play this blessing immediately. Play this fortune immediately. Use this item after any die roll. Re-roll the die. Lucky Charm. Okay, so these are all one-off abilities, so none of them stay. So none of them are actually weapons or anything, which is a shame, but you know, hey. So we can choose the Glyph of Warding. Place the Glyph of Warding marker on your tile. The first monster that moves to that tile takes 1 damage. That's not too bad. Choose a tile within 1 tile of you. Place each monster on the chosen tile on a tile within 3 tiles of you. Wand of Teleportation. Use this item after any die roll. Re-roll the die. We're going to take the Wand of Teleportation because it's actually a mass effect. So we're going to put these back. And as you can see, I have strange sleeves. Okay, now, place the sun token on the circle at the start of the adventure. It's morning. When you start the adventure, read. You wake up alone in the depths of Castle Ravenloft. The last thing you remember was when the man with the piercing eyes and long cape approached you on the dark street outside the inn. Okay, now let me see. Actually, move and then make an attack, attack and then move. We're actually going to stay next to Strahd, and we're going to attack him, and then we're going to move. So sequence of play. Hero phase. If you have 0 hit points, use a healing surge token if one is available. Perform one of the following actions. So what we're going to do is we're going to so basically we have been encountering this this man with the piercing eyes and long cape approached you and on the dark streets outside of the inn. It had to be Count Strahd the vampire. Outside the castle, you know that the sun is high in the sky. Now you have to find your way out of here before the sun sets and Strahd returns to finish whatever foul play he began last night. So we have Thorgrim here, and we're going to and we're going to use the at will power healing strike +8. And we roll a 12, +8 is 20, which is just enough to give Strahd 1 wound. But that's good, so he's down 1 hit point. And we're just going to place this on his monster card. And then we are going to... just give me 1 second. I need his mist form marker. I'm going to place it here. So then we're going to move to here and we're going to explore this tile. So we draw the top tile and it's one with a black arrow. This means 2 things. First of all, we are going to draw a monster card. And we draw a kobold Kobold Skirmisher, which we're going to place on the pile. I'm just going to tilt the camera a little. And then I'm going to zoom in a little. So here we are. The Kobold Skirmisher acts in the following way. If the Kobold is within one tile of a hero, it attacks the closest hero with a throwing javelin. Yes, it is. And then we draw an event card, I think. Let me check. I think whenever it's a black arrow, you draw an event card. The encounter card, yeah. It's interesting that they don't actually put it on the rule set. This would make sense to actually say, you know, when you place one with a black tile, with a black arrow, you place a monster and you draw an encounter card. So let's see. These are not sleeves, so I have to be a bit careful when I shuffle them. So we draw a card and it says event, attack, ambush. Attack each hero on the active hero's tile. And we roll a 17, that's 25, so we are hit. Then place a new monster on the active hero's tile. Brilliant. It's a zombie. So he goes next to Strahd. And then we are slowed. Brilliant. It's starting out so well. Your speed is 2. Okay. Then discard this card. Let's get started. Now we activate the villain. Strahd is going to attack using his bite, +8. And that's a 16, and our armor class is 16, so he does hit. We take 2 damage. And he unfortunately regains a hit point as well. That's unfortunate. Next up we have the Kobold Skirmisher, who's going to attack us using its javelin. And that's a 20, that's a hit too. So now we are at 3 hit points. And then the zombie. If the zombie is within one tile of a hero, it moves adjacent to the closest hero and attacks that hero with a rotting fist. And that's a 12. That does not work. So we have so he is not successful. So now it's us, and we only have a speed of 2 now. And we are going to move 1, 2. No, actually we're going to move here so that we can explore. We are going to attack Strahd. Or are we? Yeah, we're going to attack. We could also move twice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to explore. Because you can move twice, but then you can't attack. So that's a bit problematic, but we need to find the way out. So that is a white arrow. So we don't get an encounter card, but we move the sundial. And we draw a monster. It's a ghoul. And then we are going to activate the monsters. So first of all, Strahd is going to move adjacent and he's going to try and bite us. And he is successful, so we take 2 more damage. Then we are going to, then the Kobold Skirmisher is going to attack us. And he is not successful. Then we have the zombie who's going to move. He can't move adjacent to us though, so he's stuck. That's good. And then we have the ghoul. If the ghoul is within 1 tile of a hero, it moves adjacent to the closest hero and attacks with a paralyzing claw. 24, and we are immobilized. This is brilliant. So we take 1 damage, which essentially means we are now at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we are immobilized, which is brilliant. You cannot move. So that's not good. So we're going to use Flame Strike. We're going to choose a tile within 2 tiles of us, and we're going to attack each monster on that tile. And we roll a natural 20. Now that is good. We do 3 damage, killing the kobold because it's got 1 hit point, killing the zombie, and then injuring Strahd for 3. Now that was what I call good. However, the Flame Strike is now done. We can't use this anymore. Since we can't move, we can't explore, so we have to draw an encounter card. Spear Gauntlet. Place a Spear Gauntlet marker on the active hero's tile. If that tile already has a marker, trigger the trap during your villain phase. Attack each hero within 1 tile of this trap. Woohoo! That's gonna probably kill us already. So this might be actually a really, really short video. Let's see. Freezing Cold, Illusionary Wall, Spear Gauntlet. Okay, so let's see. If a villain is in play, activated. He's gonna bite us. And he is successful. So we take 2 damage, and which means we're actually down. Great. And he regains 1 hit point himself. Then we're going to get attacked by the Spear Gauntlet. Well, that, I don't know if we can actually take even more. And then he's also going to attack us with a bite. He rolls a natural 1. Unfortunately, there is no fumble table, but we're down. So the Immobilize goes back. Next round, Healing Surge. We get 4 hit points back. We get up, and we're gonna leave dodge post haste. 1, 2, 3. So we're gonna attack the ghoul using our Healing Strike for 4, 12. That's not enough. And then we're going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to draw another card. Oh my word. Black. Draw monster. Whoops. Another zombie. And an encounter card. And this time it's Deadly Shadows. If there is an environment card in play, Whenever the active hero ends his or her turn on a tile that has another hero on it, the active hero takes 1 damage. We're actually quite happy about this one because this one doesn't do anything. So, villain. The villain is going to come to us and he's going to attack. And that's 5, 13. That's not good enough. Woohoo. The zombie is going to... The ghoul is going to move adjacent and he's going to bite. For 12, that's not enough either. And then the zombie is going to shamble towards us. Adjacent. Rotting Fist. That's 11, that's not enough. So now it is our turn and we're going to attack. We're going to attack the zombie with our healing strike. And that's 16, that kills it. Plus, we're also going to get 1 hit point back. And then we're going to move 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to, we're going to explore. And we take another black arrow. That's not good, so it means we get another... We get another encounter card and we're going to place another monster and it's a spider. Let's see what the encounter card says. Bubbling Cauldron. Place each monster 1 tile closer to the active hero. The monsters around you rush forward, drawn by a repulsive odor spilling out of a bubbling cauldron. Okay. So they're all gonna come close, like so. And this one comes here. So Strahd is going to bite us and he is successful, so we take 2 damage and he regains 1 hit point. The spider is the ghoul is going to move adjacent and he's going to attack with a claw and he's not successful, he rolls a 1. And the spider is going to bite. For 14, that's also not enough, but we still take 1 damage. And it knocks us out again. So next up is our healing surge. We get up, like so. And we are now going to use Wand of Teleportation. Oh, sorry, for each monster that I actually slew, I should have taken a treasure. So I'm going to draw 3 treasure cards now. Lucky Charm, that's good. Play this fortune immediately. This card counts as 1 experience point. Put this in the XP pile and discard this card when the party uses its experience. Play this fortune immediately. You can move your speed or make an attack. Okay. So yeah, we're going to discard this card after playing it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use our Wand of Teleportation. And we're going to take all these monsters and put them 3 tiles away from us. 1, 2, 3. So they're all back here. Enjoy, friends. We have no healing surges left. And we're going to run. 1, 2, 3. Explore. Black tile. We're going to draw a monster. It's a gargoyle. And I actually love this miniature. It's absolutely fantastic. So I'm now going to zoom out because I have maxed out on this, and we also get an encounter card. ghost of Prince Aurel. The ghost materializes in the corridor ahead. Its horrid features freeze you in terror. Flip over one unused daily power or utility power. If you don't have one, take 1 damage instead. Unused. Oh, sorry. Okay, great. So I'm losing an ability. We're gonna turn over... Bless. No, we're gonna turn over Healing Word. Okay. So now, let's see. Strahd. If Strahd is within 1 tile, no. If Strahd has 5 hit points or fewer remaining, otherwise Strahd moves 2 tiles, 1, 2 towards the hero. Okay, then we have the ghoul. The ghoul moves 1 tile towards the hero. The spider moves 2 tiles towards the closest hero. And then we have the gargoyle. If the gargoyle is within 1 tile, which he is, it moves to the closest hero's tile and attacks each hero on the tile with a whirlwind of claws. And it hits for 27, and we take 2 damage, and we are slowed again. And this means we're dead, because we only had 4 hit points left. So that was really quick. We did not escape from the castle, as you can tell. I mean, people do say that this game is terribly difficult to play, and I agree. I mean, you have Strahd, who is really powerful, and he basically acts on the first villain phase, which is serious. You know, I mean, you are on your own. You will get 1 monster in addition to Strahd on every single tile. I think what I would have preferred is if you have like 5 turns of placing white arrows to move, and only then does he wake up, because then he will be advancing really quickly. And I will actually play this again. And this time around, I am going to change the way I play this by actually saying he is asleep until he wakes up, because he should be asleep. He shouldn't be acting now. And then let him move, because if I get a lot of white arrows, this might actually be quite quickly. But he also moves because he will move 2 tiles towards the hero. So that's actually... And I mean, look at the number of tiles you have to go through. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 tiles. So you're gonna play, and depending on when the staircase actually then hits, you know, it's, or actually that you have 5 tiles anyway. That, you know, you could say with every tile you place, or with every tile you place, you move the thing towards sunset, and then of course you have like 5 tiles between you and Strahd, and then he would start attacking. I think that's a lot more reasonable. Or you say you will put in two heroes, and then you do it, because then, you know, there is more chance of success in a way. But this was actually brutal, because yeah. This is a punishing game, but I have to say, of course, it is one that you can house rule quite easily. So, I mean, I would not have been able to do anything because I only had like 3 experience points, 4 with this treasure card. And the way this works is if you have 5 experience points and you roll a natural 20, you can level up. And you can also use 5 experience points to cancel 1 encounter card, which is also quite helpful. So, like I said, I'm going to play this again, because this was actually just a really short game. Yeah, but like I said, I mean, this is a game that I've been waiting for years, and that took me a long time to actually make myself go and acquire it, because people were saying, you know, it's so difficult and you should rather play Wrath of Ashardalon, which I have and which I play. But actually I like the horror theme that comes with it. And while I don't mind fantasy games, there are so many fantasy games out there, and I do have my favorite one, which is Runebound. So I don't actually need an additional fantasy game. But I like the mechanics, and of course I also have Descent, so I don't really need a fantasy themed one. But I can see why people say, oh, this is terribly difficult. Now let's check one thing. Where would we have had, when we look at the bottom 10 or 11, it would have been the second to last. We would not have lasted, because you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You get 8 white arrows between. So after 5 arrows, he wakes up. So yeah, this only works really when it's at the top, right high up. So yeah, I'm not even sure if you can, or maybe I wasn't playing this right. Maybe he's only supposed to wake up after the time track he hits 5, but then this is kind of counterintuitive, because it does say Strahd wakes up, Strahd acts on every villain phase. Yeah. Also, each player's, there is only one, so yeah, I'm not sure. I'm going to try this again, but this time around I'm going to do it differently, and I'm actually going to give myself 5 tiles, and then only then will he activate. So here we've got this one, so we're just going to pick 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're gonna put this one in here. We're gonna mix those up. I have no idea where this is. Then I'm gonna separate them out. 3, 9, 10, 11. I'm going to put them together again. Going to separate them out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to put them together again. So now I've got the bottom 10. And then I'm going to mix these up. Separate them out, and I think that's enough mixing, and then we will try this again, but basically after lunch. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this. I certainly did, but as you can see, it is a tough game. I'm just gonna make a decision which hero I'm going to play with. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm not going to use the cleric this time around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And we roll a 19, so it's Cat, the human rogue. You are an expert at finding and disabling traps. You gain a +5 bonus on rolls to disable traps. Yeah. Yeah, so she's going to be our hero. We're going to get rid of Thorgrim. Sorry, Thorgrim. And we're going to give her a treasure. So let's try this again. Let's mix these up. We're going to draw 3. Immediately, immediately, this is a magic sword, okay. Immediately. Okay, but they don't actually go away. So this one is one that stays, this one is one that stays, and this one is one that stays. So we have a ring of accuracy. Let's see what kind of powers she has. She gets sneak attack. She gets one utility power. And we have stealth. Use this power immediately after you draw a monster card. Discard the monster card instead of placing it. Use this power when another hero draws an encounter card. We can ignore this one. Use this power during your hero phase instead of moving. Place your hero on a tile within 2 tiles adjacent to you. That sounds good. Let's see. At willpower, we get 2. On a hit, you deal +1 damage if the monster is adjacent to another hero. No. Attack one monster within 1 tile of you. Gain +2 bonus to the attack roll if the monster is 1 tile away from you. And before you attack, you can move 2 squares, attack 1 adjacent monster. Now, we will take both of these. Daily power. Riposte strike. If you miss, do not flip this card over. Use this power immediately after an adjacent monster attacks you. Attack that monster. Dagger barrage. Choose a tile within 1 tile of you. Attack each monster on that tile. Now, we have boots of striding. They let us walk really fast. We have a magic sword. You gain +1 bonus attack to rolls against adjacent monsters while this card is in play. You gain a +1 bonus attack to rolls against monsters that aren't adjacent to your hero while this item is in play. So, which we could then combine with a snipe shot as well as with a dagger barrage. So we're going to take this, the ring of accuracy, and I think we're set. And yeah, so we will try this again with the house rule that Strahd only activates after he is actually woken, and we have 5 tiles to move away from him. And then we will see how that works, because otherwise it is kind of, it's a bit tough otherwise, I find. Okay, so these ones go in the box because we've already used those, and Strahd goes onto his, so we're not going to activate him until we get to 5, so he can stay on his monster card. And I look forward to playing with you again, and have a lovely day, or rest of the day.